Alright, welcome everybody. Ninja here. I would like to welcome you guys to Destiny. Here is their beta. Okay, this is just their trial run, I guess you could say. And I don't know what really to expect from betas, but this is amazing in scope and quality. Right off the top, I can tell you guys that. Not just the music, but the graphics and everything else so far. I came in here and fiddled around a little bit just to kind of get a feel for it, just a little taste of it, and I was like, wow, this is crazy. Now, I'll admit, when I first heard of this game, I was thinking that... Let me go ahead and start a new character so I can show you guys this character creation part. When I first heard of it, I was thinking, you know, it's a shooter. It's going to be a next-gen shooter, you know, with great graphics and all that stuff, and they've been working on this a long time. And you know that Bungie and Activision are going to give you really good gameplay and gunplay, but... you know, I'm normally buried nose deep in RPGs, so I'm like, you know, I'll leave that for the shooter guys, and I'll do my RPG thing. And then, lo and behold, I realized how stupid I was, and totally uninformed in the dark, that this not only has some really, really deep RPG elements, but it has some MMO elements, along with, you know, the gunplay and stuff, and this is an amazing monster they've created here, and I was oblivious to it, I admit it. But I would give you my first impressions from an RPG fan's standpoint, because I know from the forums, and this doesn't cover everybody, but there's a good number of people that feel something like this, that, you know, they leave the Call of Duty players to the Call of Duty, right? And the Call of Duty players, of course, leave the Skyrim guys to the Skyrim guys, you know, type of thing. And so there's like two separate camps with this great gulf in between them. And, you know, I would say this game really, really narrows that gulf. Not only do you have leveling and loot and all that kind of stuff in here, right, but you have some really amazing combat. Gotten a small taste of it, and I'll carry you through some of that. I'll concentrate on character creation here, and then I'll do a separate video, and we'll go through the first mission, and you can kind of get an idea of what they have to offer. But keep in mind that though it may not come across in the video, the graphics and the music are full, professionally done. The music is amazing. The music is done really, really well. And the sound quality and the visual quality and the art style, and it's just crazy. All right, so anyway, let's get in here to character creation first and foremost, while I'm just sitting here blabbing my lips, all right? And you MMO fans will be familiar with this. You have your tank, your DPS, and your mage. Now, I don't think it's that strict here, because I think all three of these classes will have some support abilities, you know, all for one another. And what I see is they've created a system here, at least in the works, where you have a lot of synergy that's available to your party. Now, you will go out in fire teams, and from what I've read, the fire teams go in groups of 3, and I would say you would take one of each, although I'm sure guys will come up with different strategies. This would be, I guess, a vanilla setup, where you would have, you know, I guess a guy who draws aggro, or a guy who can take more punishment, and you have one sneaky type who can deal more damage, and then you have one that could essentially heal the group or provide buffs or something. And, you know, I'm just being really, really general here, but that seems to be, you know, the basic bottom line foundation upon which you can build your team off of, and you MMO fans will be real fans of that, because it'll be right up your alley. So you already be familiar with that type of concept, but for those who have never played an MMO in their life, I've played one or two, but I'm by no means even a novice. You know, I'm the little guy when it comes to that type of stuff. But even those of you who have never played MMOs could still get in here and understand the concept quickly, and learn, you know, some strategies and some tactics to put a good fire team together and get in here and be effective. Where even if, like me, you're not all that great by yourself, you could probably find some players who play along the same lines that you do, or think the way that you do, and really be effective as a party. I can see all of that available for players in this. And not to mention the communities, you know, like in MMOs you have guilds. Well, in here you have clans or groups, and I can see that kind of playing in the same way. I don't know about housing and all that other stuff. Questions that will always come up in the MMO communities. One would have to, you know, investigate that, look into it. But they seem to be offering at least some, if not all, of what various different camps that are fans of different genres of video games. They have something to offer for everybody, it seems like. I think they really tried to bridge that gap between gamers so that everyone could come here and find some fun. I believe they did that. Anyway, of course, I'm gonna go with the hunter, because this is the sneaky type, right? and I'm all about that. I'm gonna play a chick character because if I gotta watch someone's butt run around for 1,000 hours, it's gonna be a cute one. Okay, and get down here, take a look at these facial options that you have available. There's several different structures. This is a little Mass Effect-ish, I guess. I wouldn't say they took it from Mass Effect, but it's reminiscent of that. You'll see somewhat of their beautiful soft airbrush design in their artwork too. Not the same, but it just a little bit reminds me of it, and you know, all that's a good thing. Any developer that has enough respect for the major games to take, you know, some examples of what makes those games great and incorporate it into their own while still keeping their own thing. This is by no means a copy of anything. It's seems to be completely unique. I don't know if I can say enough about it. I'm kind of caught between these two. I think I'm gonna go with this one right here in the middle. All right, go for whatever skin tone you want. Okay, we'll pick kind of a mid-tone there. Whatever. All right, and I think I'll go. I don't know. You can even go pitch black if you want to. Okay, straight goth if you feel like it. Speaking of that, speaking of goth. Huh? I don't think I'm gonna go with that, but you can do what you want to. Okay, so done playing around here. Let me just find something to stick with. I'll go with that. That'll work. I think I'll go with baby blues. Then we'll get here to the hair. Got a decent selection of hairstyles. This is a big thing with me in RPGs is character creation. I could sit here for 3 hours, personally. And when the full game comes out, I'm sure I will. I will sit here for several hours while I'm getting invites from friends, and I'll be like, yeah, I'll be there in a minute. But meantime, this is a Mass Effect-ish hairstyle there, a little bit. Okay, anyway, I think that one has some coolness to it. Huh. Like I said, I could sit here all day. Oh wait, pigtails? What? Alright, well, I may have to go with that. Okay. And we'll go with the... kind of digging that. You know what, now, come to think of it, might want to go back here and either go really, really pale or really, really dark. Not pale. Darker... I don't know. You know what? Shut up, Mike. Just get on with it. Okay. Alright, so... we have face markings here. Face paint. I don't know if these will be all the options available to us, but they're there. There's Aiella from Skyrim-ish. And I don't know if I'm going to go with anything. That's cool. Kind of an airbrushed fade type deal going on there. Very cool. Very cool. Something to make you unique. I hope they do one where you can get one tattoo down the center of the lip. I'm such a big fan of that. And it's not just because of the Star Wars movies, but I don't know. Anyway, it just holds a little something for me. But, you know, for right now, I think I'll just go with that. All right. And there we go. And I imagine we'll get some sort of opening graphic here. And I will leave you guys with this, and I will start another one after this. But let's take a look on what they have to offer us to introduce the game. And I cannot stress enough that you are probably not getting the video quality that I'm getting here, and this is just the beta. And like I said, I don't really know what I should expect, maybe, but it looks crazy good. I don't know how they could make it better for the final game. I mean, if they do, then I just be gaga over it, because right here it's just incredible good. Video games have come a long way, and these guys took full advantage of it. Wow, I mean, if you could see the ambient lighting and the dust, each individual grain of dust floating by, I mean, it's crazy. The color fluctuations here for whatever's going on. Apparently some change or some major event is taking place. They're armed here, so they're expecting trouble on Mars. Yes, each individual rock, you can see the grains of dirt packed together to make each individual rock. It's just that ridiculous. I guess we'll find out what this is. And the music here, I don't know if it's coming across to you guys. It's just full surround sound, beautiful orchestra, really, really melodic. It was like that when I was downloading the game itself, the beta.
The traveler.
Music going on the whole time in the background.
Changed us forever. Great cities were built on Mars and Venus. Mercury became a garden world. Human lifespan tripled. It was a time of miracles. We stared out at the galaxy and knew that it was our destiny to walk in the light of other stars. But the traveler had an enemy. A darkness which had hunted it for eons across the black gulfs of space. Centuries after our golden age began, this darkness found us. And that was the end of everything. But it was also a beginning.
Okay, so aside from your, I guess, standard MMO fare, I mean, you have the basis of a great story here. You know, I'm not saying MMOs don't have their stories and stuff, but I think you'll have more of a single-player RPG caliber storyline, right? But you're going to have some MMO elements so you can get your friends involved. And I think they've heard the cries of gamers for many years now saying, I want my friends in here, I want some co-op in this, you know, and all the RPGs like, you know, Fallout and Skyrim and stuff like that. And I think they've heard that, and I think they answered that here. And this is just photorealistic, guys. It's photorealistic quality. This is stupid, crazy good. Each individual leaf on the tree is blowing independently. Come on. If I didn't know this was digital rendering, I'd say they'd taken photos here and then just put some digital stuff in front of it, but just wow. I don't know why Rage comes to mind. I remember playing Rage, and with all of whatever people might call it shortcomings. There's a bit of that post-apocalyptic event stuff going on here. Not really Fallout-ish, but I don't know, it's unique. It's unique. I mean, you see the technologically advanced stuff in the background, which is obviously ruined years past, so wherever we're at in the future here. Uh-oh, that can't be good. No, that's not good. It tells me they're not our buddies. And, shortly here, this is about as far as my experience really goes in the game thus far, I'll be gaining control of my character, so...
there you are.
With whatever this robot's doing to us here, I will go ahead and end this video shortly, so you all got an idea of what character creation is about, and basic classes.
It worked. You're alive.
Opening
You don't
cutscene.
know how long I've been looking for you.
Basics to the story, I guess.
I'm a ghost. Actually, now I'm your ghost.
Now I'm your ghost.
And you, well, you've been dead a long time. So you're gonna see a lot of things you won't understand.
So now we've got a reason for our heads-up display. We have our own personal little robot guy.
We aren't safe here. I have to get you to the city.
All right. Well, let me go ahead and end this, guys. And I hope you enjoyed this little introduction. And we'll get into a little bit of the gameplay itself. You can get an idea how beautiful and smooth these graphics are. All right? And I will continue this momentarily. You take care.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. To watch some more smackdown of our enemies, click on the top box. Go to my channel playlist and browse other game vids, click on the bottom one. And if you like my videos, mash on the subscribe button up top and leave a comment. Alright, thanks again. I'll catch you on the next one.